Good morning, scientists.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yesterday, we explored some cool science words like nectar and pollination. Today, we're going to zoom out from that, okay? And we're going to look at how the text features in a passage, like headings and bold words and diagrams and even pictures, helps us understand those tricky words and ideas even better. Okay? So by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to say, I can use text features and questions to help me understand nonfiction text. Let's all say it together. Okay? I can use text features and questions to help me understand nonfiction text. All right. So let's look at the first section of our passage, the buzz about buzzkeeping. Everyone should have their passages out. Okay?
Yes.
As I read, I'll highlight some text features and model how I think through them. Okay? This is how we can understand what the text is about. Okay?
Okay.
So, the beekeeper's job. Beekeepers are people who take care of bees. They make sure the bees have a safe place to live and collect food. A beekeeper checks the hive to see if the bees are healthy and producing honey. Some beekeepers wear protective suits so they don't get stung. Taking care of bees is an important job because bees help plants grow. Okay? So I'm going to think out loud. I see the heading, the beekeeper's job. That tells me what this section will focus on. I'll predict what a beekeeper actually does. Okay? Hive and protective suits are bolded. Does everyone see that?
Yes.
So those must be important science words, right? Hive and protective suits, the author is trying to tell us these words are important, what you're reading right now. So why would the author bold them? Oh, maybe they help us understand a beekeeper's tools and workplace. That's okay. So, why do you think the author included the bold word hive in this paragraph? Yes, Abigail.
I think
It's okay, honey.
I think that the author bolded the word hive in this paragraph because hive is an important word that deals with bees and beekeeping. Because bees live in a hive and beekeepers deal with hives.
Yeah, I like how you answered that. You thought it through out loud. It's part of the beekeeper's job. The hives, right? Okay, so let's read the next section together. Listen closely and follow along. Would anyone like to read the second passage? Yes, go ahead, Abigail.
What do bees do? Bees are very busy. They fly from flower to flower collecting nectar. Nectar is a sweet liquid inside flowers that bees turn into honey. As they collect the nectar, bees also help plants by spreading pollen, which is how many plants grow seeds. This is called pollination, and it's one of the most important jobs bees do.
Thank you, Abigail. I like how loud and clear you were, where everybody could hear you. All right, I want want you to notice what text feature did you notice? Okay, and how did it help you understand this paragraph? Right now, let's talk to our partners, okay, and look at the section that Abigail just read, and think about what text features did you notice? Okay. Okay.
I noticed.
Okay,
some
tell us.
text
No, yeah, tell us
features.
what you noticed.
I noticed the heading as one of the main text features because it was bold and it glared and it was like like it was coming out at me, and the heading makes me know what the paragraph's going to be about, and that shows what my perspective is on. Also, nectar and pollination are bolded out because they're main, they're key items to beekeeping.
That's great, Abigail. I really like your answer. I like how you thought about it. The heading pops out at you. It's like, look at me. This is what you're about to read about. And what was the heading?
What do bees do?
What do bees do? And what were the two bolded words? Sorry.
Nectar and pollination.
Okay, so that we know that's their main job, right? Is pollination. They take the nectar, pollination, they go from flower to flower. So the nectar's inside the flowers, and bees' job is to spread it, and that's pollination. Great work. I really like that. Thank you for thinking it out loud. I have a question though. What would happen if we remove the heading from this section? Yes, Abigail.
It would change our perspective on well, yes, because it would change our perspective on what we're reading.
Yeah, well, great. You answered my question. My next question was going to be, would it change how you read it? If your perspective is changed, which I like that big word you used, you're not going to really have the idea what you're reading. When you read the title, What Do Bees Do? That kind of already starts to give you a perspective of what bees are going to do, right? All right. So see how the heading, What Do Bees Do, prepares us for the ideas in this paragraph. Okay. Without it, we might be confused, right? We might be confused right at the start. We could probably even think about other titles for the paragraph if we didn't know what it was going to be about. Okay. So now it's your turn to dig into the last part of the passage on your own, everybody. I would like for you to read the last passage on your own and identify one text feature you noticed. We are going to use our Think Out Loud Tractor worksheets. I'm going to pass these out. You write a question you asked yourself, okay? And write what you figured out. There you go. I'm going to pass this out. And remember, your question can be about any bold word or heading. I'll walk around and help as needed. But go ahead and read the passage quietly. Read it 2 times if you need to. Then fill out your Think Out Loud tracker worksheet. Okay? And I'll come around and we'll do it together after you're done. All right, I'm just going to walk around. I think that's been 10 minutes. Is everybody done?
Yeah.
All right, let's pass your worksheet, or actually let's do the last one together. I want to see where you guys are at. And let's think about it. So the last section, I know you guys all did it on your own, but let's do it together. Let's share our thoughts and ideas. So a beehive is where the bees live. Inside, there are thousands of bees working together. The queen bee lays eggs. The worker bees gather nectar, and the drone bees help make new bees. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I read the title? Inside the hive. See? I didn't read the title and I was kind of lost what we were doing. So let me go back, read the title, and then let's read the passage. And I should know now what we're reading about. Okay. Inside the hive. A beehive is where the bees live. Inside there are thousands of bees working together. The queen bees lay eggs, the worker bees gather nectar, and the drone bees help make new bees. Each bee has a special job. A hive has many small spaces called cells where bees store honey and raise their young. Beekeepers sometimes use smoke to calm the bees before checking the hive. Okay, so I guess we figured that out. That the title really does help us figure out what the paragraph's about, right? So, does anyone like to share what one text feature they noticed?
I noticed the title, like the heading of the paragraph inside the hive, because because we can first think about what it's going to tell us about, like in the paragraph.
Okay. And what was your one question that you asked yourself, Abigail?
I wonder what is going to be inside of the hive.
I like your question. I like the way that you used your thinking. I like how you were thinking and asked yourself. That was a great question. I cannot wait to read the rest of the questions that you asked yourself to help you figure out part of this passage. Okay. So, oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think everybody want to pass up their worksheet.
What about our passes?
The Think Out Loud Tractor worksheet. We're going to keep that for the next lesson. And thank you. I will look over these. And I just want to say great work today. Everybody had some great answers to their Think Out Louds. And remember, nonfiction text gives us a lot of text clues. We just have to know how to look for them. Whenever you read, ask yourself, what's this part about? Why is this word bolded? It's for a reason. It wants to tell you something. And how does this picture or heading help me? All right, let's wrap up with a quick summary. Today, we learned how good readers use text features and questions to understand nonfiction. You found bold words, headings, pictures pictures that help explain bees and beekeeping. You even wrote your own questions. I like how you wrote your own questions, just like real scientists and readers. So in our next lesson, guys, we will dive into a new science topic and compare how different authors use text to share ideas. Okay? As we leave today, I'd like everybody to Write one thing that they learned today, or a new vocabulary word that they learned today, or just something that you took away from the class, and come up here and put it on your exit slip. All right, great job, everyone.